Hey everyone, Ben here from monday.com, and today I'm going to walk you through our emails and activities app. So first and foremost, how do you download this? Well, the first thing that you need to do is click on Add View and then click on Add Widget for emails and activities. Now this comes pre-installed in our CRM solution, but let's say you're using a board that doesn't have this pre-installed or you're not using our CRM solution, but you would like this feature, feel free to follow those steps. If it's already associated with your solution, then you don't need to worry about doing that. Okay, great. So what is the email and activities app and what value does it provide? Well, the emails and activities app is self-explanatory and it provides two main values. The activities, which we discuss in another video, but effectively what that means is we can start logging all of our meetings, call summaries, notes, etc. And then sending emails directly from monday.com. Now, the real value here is you can speak within the platform. If you would like, everyone can see all of the information associated with an account with the specific user, and therefore information isn't being lost. If one person is communicating with someone as an account executive, but then legal also needs to reach out to them, and so does marketing for whatever reason, all communication with the same person can be seen in one place, so you can have a high-level overview of everything that's being done. Now, our specific email capabilities is highly customizable, and I'm going to just show you a few of the functionalities. So as you can see, it automatically populated BenF at monday.com. What this did was it searched for an email column, found the specific email column associated within the specific item, and added it to it. Now, I can remove that and I can write anything else, but what it can also do is suggest from previously sent emails. So because BenF at monday.com has previously been reached out to, it will suggest that, and I can go ahead and add it. I can add a subject line, so potential meeting, whatever I want to start writing. And obviously we can start playing around with all of the settings. We can start changing colors, bolding things, typically what can be done. We can also take this a step further. And let's say every single one of our conversations start pretty much the same. So it'll be hi, and then a specific person associated. What we can do is start pulling in that information. So let's say I want to say hi Ben F and not need to write Ben F each time. I can click on personalize and take the item name. So I'm going to say hi item name, so it's already created. I understand that you're working at, and then let's pull in the company name, and your position is title. Right now, as you can see, I'm putting all of this information, and what this will effectively mean is we can go and set this same template to users over and over again, and it'll take in all of that personal information, and we don't need to write it each time. So how do we save this? Well, all you would need to just click on the template, save as new template. Let's call this let's save that as a template. And as you can see, if we remove this, we can go ahead and add the template and all of the information can be saved. Obviously, we can do the same thing as the subject. I skipped over this, but we can obviously add CC and BCC if ever we need to. Over here, you can see our ability to track emails. This is an opt-in or out, so you don't have to use this feature. But what that means is I can start seeing if a specific email was opened. And if it was opened, how many times was it actually opened? Before I go into all of that, I want to show you something else that we have, and this is basically the timeline. So you can see when these emails were sent, who specifically sent the emails, how many times it was opened, and obviously if they reach out to us, it will also be synced in, and then we can start replying. So proposal is still on its way. Don't I can go ahead and send that. I can track the information. I can obviously add files if I wanted to. Let's say I had the proposal and I wanted to send it. Okay, so all of these is pretty customizable to what you're specifically looking for. And we also have a whole bunch of settings that can also add to your specific flow, and I recommend that you start checking it out and playing around with it. So first of all, what we can do is we can log all outgoing emails from our specific native app. So, like from Gmail and Outlook. Let's say you don't want to work within Monday and send emails from within Monday, but you want to log all of that information. You can send an email directly from Gmail to the specific email address. So in this case, to bnf@monday.com. You don't need to CC anything. You don't need to do anything, and it'll automatically log it. If you don't want it to log absolutely everything and you want it to only log specific emails, then you can say only log emails that are BCC'd, and then we have a BCC option. So the customer won't see the BCC, but we will start storing all of that data. Finally, what we have over here is the ability to start logging and creating new contacts for any email address that isn't associated with a specific contact. So what does that mean? Let's say someone were to reach out to me and it's not a user that can be seen in any of these email addresses. What we'll do is automatically create a new email address, a new item with an email address, and we should be good to go. We have many other settings. So, for example, what we have is automations. Now, this is really powerful. What we can effectively say is when a new email arrives from an email column, move item to groups. Let's say you have one group that is potential leads, and then the second that someone replies to you, they'll be considered contacted. All you need is for them to reply for that to be considered contacted. So then what we can do is let's actually go ahead and create that right now. So the first thing I'm going to do is contacts, and I'm going to create a new group of contacts, and I'm going to say contacts replies, just for example. Even drag that to be the bottom one. Okay, now from there, I'm going to go into my settings and I'm going to automate. So I'm going to say when a new email arrives, so when a new email arrives from this email column, so from that bnf@monday.com or whatever email is associated with, move it to a group and let's say contact replies. Add that to board. And now any time that a email is received, it'll move over there. We also have things like automations like notify specific item subscribers, or we can go more specifically, let's notify the specific person that is associated with the account. So I'm going to create a group, a new column, and that's called people column. And now any single time that an email is replied from that specific email, the person that is associated in the people column will be updated. So what I would need to do is go ahead and assign myself here in the people column. And now I'm going to be notified. So it's quite dynamic in terms of its capabilities. We have many, many other options. This was just an example that I wanted to show you. As you can see, you can start reading into this and playing around with this. And I'm sure that it'll provide you with quite a lot of value. We also have email signature, so we can create an email signature if you don't, if you want to create a specific one, you can go ahead and add it. We have the simple, or we have HTML. If you are part of our pro plan, we can remove the branding, so you never need to worry about them. Powered by monday.com. And we have never logged, which basically says never log any emails associated with a specific email address, let's say, or communication with HR or anything like that. You never want it to be logged. You can prevent that from happening. Finally, all of this information you can see is over here, right? It's a specific email. It's a specific item associated with an email address, but we're actually much more powerful with it than that. As you can see, all of this information is associated with an account called monday.com. Now, if I open up that account, you can see all of the potential information that would be there. If I go into the accounts over here, you can see that this contact is associated with a specific account. Meaning, if I go into the contact, into the information over here, all of the information, all of the reaching out can be seen over here. So let's say legal is working on one board, sales is working on another, and we have one board which is called accounts, and this is where all of the information can be seen in one place, which is what I was referring to in the beginning. We can filter all information, so we can see only email activities. We can see only email activities in a specific month. I really recommend you play around with all of this and let us know what you think. All of this has been built on the feedback of our users, and so please send us all of the feedback that you have for us. If you have an issue, something doesn't really make sense, and you need us to reach out and troubleshoot with you, feel free to reach out to support@monday.com, and they will be more than happy to walk you through it. Hope you enjoy.